Hello everybody, welcome to DJSTUFF videos and DJSTUFF YouTube channel. Today we are going to see together the Pioneer XDJ-RX2. You can use it like a controller, but first it's a standalone mixer, standalone unit. If you want to use it like a controller, you have just to push this MIDI button here and you can control your software. It's a standalone unit. And you can use it with USB key. You can also export from your computer some tracks. And of course, you can also use it like a controller with Rekordbox DJ performance mode, not export mode. And every manipulation you will do on the jog wheel or on out cue, etc., will be the same in the software. And you will do the same thing. So we are going to see together the big news, the big new functions into this unit during the video. The first big news is the screen, a very beautiful screen. The same screen has a XDJ-2000 Nexus 2. The only difference is that you have two tracks on the screen and not just one like a CDJ. And like the XDJ-RX, you can see your hot cues, the letters of the hot cues. You can see your auto cue. You can see your minute, your time, etc. So let's go to the mixer part. When you have done your choice between DEX, line, so USB key, line, or phono with the switch here, so you will have the trim, equalization, etc. And we're going to see this now. The trim controller is so minus infinity to plus 9. Then you have the equalization. You have two modes. You have normal mode minus 26 dB and isolator. So isolator is like that. And now with minus 26 dB. Then you have your color FX. There is a little changes. We keep the noise and the filter, but you have a dub echo and a sweep. So the dub echo, and you have also a new thing, the parameter knob. The parameter knob allow you to make some modification. For the filter is more like a resonance. For the noise is more like level. And now with the parameter knob, and you see there is a lot of difference. So now the sweep, and like I said to you, on the left you have a gate. And the sweep on the right, it's like a filter, but with your parameter knob you can change the value of the frequency to low pass to high pass. Then the noise, the parameter knob allow you to change the value of the level. So it's very good because you don't have to put the noise on another channel to make a noise lower. Your PFL or your cue, it's a very traditional. You can listen to the channel 1, channel 2, or master, and you have, like always, your little knob, the balance between your cue, the mixing, and your master, and your level, your headphone level. And your headphone output are the same. You have little one and big one in jack 3.5 and 6/4. The two faders, you can change the value of their curves into the screen. You have 3 curves and we're going to listen them. The first one, the second one, and the third. Your crossfader with his own curve directly with this switch. Through there is nothing. After you have the first curve, it's a normal fading, and after the second curve, it's more like cutting if you want to make some scratch, etc. And I just noticed that I forgot to show you the filter. So you will have low pass on the left and high pass on the right, and the parameter allow you to change the resonance of the filter. So it's very good. You can make a filter very neutral filter or with a lot of resonance as you want. This is done with the mixer part, and let's go to the beat FX. So you have delay, echo, spiral, reverb, trance, flanger, pitch, and roll, and we are going to see them one each other. Before every manipulation, remember to change some parameters. Very important. You have to choose your beat you want to use. You have to change your level, the name of the FX, the channel where you want to apply it. So let's go to the delay. You can put a filter if you want with it, and you can also put it with your on-off at 100%, like a sort of pass. After you have the echo, every time you have to change the value of your beat. Be careful of that. The echo, like the reverb, is post-fade. So when you cut your channel, you have the echo or the reverb after the feedback of the echo, and you can also combine the echo with a filter if you want. The spiral, like I often say, the best way to use it is to take some music and after to put it on another channel to make some modification on it, and don't keep the music around. You can put a filter too on it, and you can manage your spiral FX as you want. Then we have the reverb. Like I said, you can cumulate another FX like the echo if you want. The trance effect, it's like cutting with your crossfader. After you have the flanger. Like always, it can be very bad if you don't use it very well, but you can also use it with a good way, with more beat and less level, and it works perfectly. The pitch effect, you can put it with some voice, but if you want to make with the music, the better way is to make a loop and use the pitch on it. And to finish with the FX, the roll FX. The roll FX, it's a little loop, but the music still playing inside. So you can, when you release the roll, you can jump into your feed like if there is no FX. So it's very good. Before showing to you the deck part, we are going to see a little the navigation and every aspect how to put a track in my deck, in my channel. So I have a choice to analyze my tracks into record box. So when you have plugged your USB cable, you will see the link, the Prodigy link. The Prodigy link appears into the screen, and you see the deck on your computer. So I can take my track from the computer with my trackpad or my mouse and put it on my deck 1 or deck 2, or I can take it from the unit, but it will take the track into my computer. And after, I can play my track, not in my USB key, but from my computer. And the first solution for the export mode is from your smartphone. You have just to plug it into the USB drive, a USB port. I'm going to put it on your USB 2. Just to notice that with USB 2 you can put a USB drive into, and you can record your mix like the XDJ-RX1, and you can split your track with a track bank. You have just to push once to start your record, and a second time to stop your record. So for your smartphone, you have just to download and put your tracks into record box application. I take the track I want to play, and I choose my deck. I put it on the deck 1, and I can play it like a USB drive or like a computer. And you see directly in the screen, it's really my track into my smartphone, called export smartphone, and not export something. It's really this track. The deck part is pretty the same as the XDJ-RX1, but there is a lot of difference in the bottom of the part. So now when you have a touch screen, you can search into your track with your hand, with your finger. You have just to touch the waveform and it's done. Just before, there is configuration if you want, a needle lock. If you choose this function, you can directly touch the screen and move into your waveform. If you prefer search into your track with the hold function, you have just to touch the jog wheel when you are on scratch mode and touch the waveform to move into the track. So you can put hot cue. You have 8 slots to put 8 hot cues. You can put it with or without quantize. Now I'm going to put another hot cue, but I really dislike it, so I can erase with the shift button. This hot cue is colored in green, but you can change the color as you want. You can put green, you can put yellow, you can put purple if you want, just like you want. You can also find the search button and track search button, like always. The sleep mode allows you to make some modification into the music without perturbing the time of the music. So when you release the function, you can jump into your feet and don't have modification in the track. So you can use it with hot cue if you want. You can use it with backspin. You can do it with a break too. And you can do it, of course, with the reverse function. So hot cues is okay. Now we are going to show you the different kind of loop. So normal mode, you can touch those buttons, and you have just to touch the point A and the point B of your loop. If you touch once this button in, you can have your Q button. So 4-bit, automatic loop in 4-bit. After you can make a manual loop with in and out. When the loop is done, you can also increase or decrease the beat of the loop. And when the loop is done, you can also change the in value and the out value by touching your jog wheel if you want. Like always, your vinyl mode, your jog mode, the bending mode, so you have bending on the coral and on the platter. And vinyl mode, you have bending on the coral, but you scratch on the platter. The sync and the master are in the same place. The master, you can choose which deck will be the master of the other, and sync will automatically match the track with the master track. And a new function directly with a long touch of the sync is the instant double. Allow you to have the same track in the other channel with the same place. Then the values of the tempo, you have 6, 10, 16 and wide, so 100%. So 6 is like that, 10 is like that, 16 is like that, and wide like that. You can use it with your keylog or master tempo. The master tempo is going to keep the key of your track, the 0% key, but you move the tempo of your track. And now we're going to see the beat loop. So you have 8 pads, 8 slots. You can make 8-bit loop, 8-bit auto loop, 4-bit, 2-bit, 1-bit, half-bit, quarter-bit, etc. Then the sleep loop, it's like a little bit like roll, but directly into the pad. And you can do it without the sleep mode. You can do it directly. And for the end, the beat jump. It's a jump of 8-bit, 4-bit, 2-bit and 1-bit on the left or on the right of your track. Now you have 8-bit, now you have 4-bit, 2-bit and of course 1-bit. So on the left and the right. And after a long time, you can really put people completely mad. And I think it's done for this part, this export part. So you can find the XDJ-RX2 at the price of $1,699 or euros. Public price, so it's just $100 or euros more than the precedent XDJ-RX1. So it's very good news with all these functions compared to the first version of the XDJ-RX. And like I said, during the next week, I will make an upgrade, a new video with the performance DJ part and the video part. So for the connection, like always, you have your power supply on the right. You have 2 mic input with jack 6/4 and combo XLR. After you have your aux input, it's very good because the aux input has plus 12 dB. Then you have your input phono and line for the plug of your turntable or your CD player, etc. So you can use it like a normal mixer, and you can apply FX on your turntable source or CD player source. The USB port, if you want to use the Prodigy Link record box in performance mode, the booth output with jack 6/4, and for the end, the master output with RCA and XLR output Of course, if you have any question for this unit, if you don't know which function is, etc., feel free to ask under the video. Thank you for watching this video. I want to really thank Steve who gave me this unit to allow me to make this video very fast. Thank you Steve for that. So thank you for watching this video, and see you for the next content, and take care. Bye bye.